There was a time when a northern Kentucky family thought they would have to say goodbye to their father.
But instead, they watched him climb the biggest mountain in the world. Tessa DiTiro tells us his story.
This is Patrick Shyrock on Mount Everest. He's now back in Bellevue after a 3-week journey trekking to base camp 17,000 feet up.
For me, the altitude kind of really kicked in at about 16,000 feet. So I felt absolutely rotten and had some doubts in my mind if I was going to be able to continue.
Quitting was not an option because not long ago, Patrick could not walk.
Diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia right after my 36th birthday. And the day I left the hospital, they had to wheel me out, and I could barely walk up the steps to get into my house.
His cancer is now in remission.
Started doing some running, did a couple 5Ks, and was kind of like, I'm just happy to be alive to do this.
The end goal was Everest.
There's staying active, and then there's traveling halfway around the world to go stand in the shadow of Everest.
Patrick works for DHL. The company paid for his trip and 13 others after choosing his story for their program that sends people to the mountain. He stood out because of his strength.
To be there to do that after nearly losing my life was definitely well worth it, and a very emotional experience for me. I'd never had any inclination that I'd ever get to do something that extraordinary.
Tessa DiTiro, Local 12 News.
Well, congratulations. That's a big deal. The trek raised money for a charity called Direct Relief. We have a link to donate inside this story at local12.com.
Wow, that he was able to do it with so many friends,
Isn't that
too.
fun?
That's
Yeah.
so great.